to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to look at how Arsenal could line up against Benfica. Arsenal will endeavour to book their place in their last 16 of the Europa League when they travel to Athens for the home leg of their round of 32 clash with Benfica on Thursday evening. The Gunners fell behind in the first leg through Pichi's penalty, but the ever-improving bukayo saka equalised less than 3 minutes later as Arsenal bagged a vital away goal in a 1-1 draw last week. However, Mikel Arteta's side were no match for Premier League leaders Manchester City at the weekend. They head into the second leg having won just one of their last 6 across all competitions. So now we're going to look at how Arsenal could line up for the second leg against Benfica. So the first thing we're going to look at is the formation, and would Arteta go with a 3-4-2-3, or would he go with a 5 at the back? Would he go with a 4 with 3 in the middle? But I think Arteta is going to stick with the 4-2-3-1 formation in my opinion. I think this has worked for us at certain games, this hasn't worked for us in other games, but for Arteta, I think this will be something that he's going to refer to, something where we need to be attacking from the start, somewhere we have to keep making that defensive line of Benfica where they play 5 at the back very nervous. So hopefully Arteta goes with the 4-2-3-1 formation. So we're going to start off with the goalkeeper, and I think there's going to be no problems at all, and I think there's going to be one man that's going to get his opportunity, and that's going to be Bernd Leno. I don't think the likes of Matt Ryan or Ron Alex Runnison have any chance of making it into the team at the moment. I think Bernd Leno has been doing his business here and there. He made a vital save against Benfica in the first leg, so hopefully he will be key for us in the second leg of the game as well. So next up, we're going to look at the left back position, and I think many of you guys are going to be really happy that there's going to be one man that's going to be back. For me, future captain of Arsenal, someone that can really help this team to a large extent, someone that we really missed when we had that poor run of form, and his name is Kieran Tierney. And for me, he's going to make his start straight away. Kieran Tierney is going to play in the left back position. Next up is now for the left centre back position, and many people would like to see the likes of Pablo Mari, the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes, even the likes of maybe Rob Holding or Luiz, who can all play in that position. But I think Arsenal, and Arteta especially, is going to refer back to his three Player of the Month winner for the Gunners, Gabriel Magalhaes, and I think he will get his start. I think he didn't put a foot wrong against Benfica in the first leg, and I think it was clear to see that Arteta had rested him against Arsenal, against Manchester City, and for me, he will be starting against Benfica. Next up, we got the right centre-back position, and that's going to be a huge problem for Arteta to discuss with as well. Would he go with the likes of Pablo Mari? Would he go with the likes of Rob Holding? But it turns out from the injury news that Rob Holding may have a concussion injury, because we saw he got off around about 85 minutes or 80 minutes against Manchester City. So I think Arteta is going to go with David Luiz, someone that's been experienced in these European competitions, someone that showed his worth to the club, someone that's been there, done there, has all the experience in the world, and someone that's won a lot of things as well in my opinion. So I think Arteta is going to stick with David Luiz. Next up is a right back position, and I know Arsenal fans know this. Arteta is going to stick with Hector Bellerin, but for me, I really want to see Cedric Soares have a chance. He's someone that knows Benfica, someone that's been a fierce rival for the club, someone that knows what this game means as well. I think Bellerin's head is now turned, as we know from the latest news. If you guys haven't checked it out, check the first video I uploaded today, where Bellerin looks like he's going to leave PSG, and it's going to be quite obvious that he might not become an Arsenal player at the end of the summer, and from then on we need to move and buy a new right back. So I think someone that's going to stay at the club, someone that's going to fight for his position, and it's in the form of Cedric Soares. This is how I want to see playing in the right back position, but I know for sure Arteta is going to go with Hector Bellerin. Next up is the left centre mid position, and I think this person has cemented his place as a left centre mid of Arsenal at the moment. We have to wait until the summer transfer window to see what we're going to do with the situation, but it is Granit Xhaka. he's proved his worth to the club. He's showing that he can play for the team. He's someone that was linked with the move away to Inter Milan, but he stood firm and stayed and wanted to play for the Gunners, and he's showing that he's a vital player at the moment for the Arsenal team, in my opinion. Next up, we've got the right centre mid position, and it's going to be a huge shout in terms of what Arteta is going to go with. Would he go with the likes of Elneny, which I thought was really poor against Man City, even though he worked hard for the team? All the time it was just having passes back and sideways, nothing that went forward, in my opinion. So I want to see Dani Ceballos back into the team. I think hopefully he was not playing because he was getting rested, and he looks like Arteta is a huge fan of Dani Ceballos, as he's willing to pay the £22 million release clause Real Madrid have now placed on Dani Ceballos. Next up is a left winger position, and this is going to lead to many problems, many doubts. Who's Arteta going to go with? For me, I really want to see the likes of Nicolas Pepe, or the likes of Aubameyang, or the likes of Smith Rowe, Martin Odegaard, or even Bukayo Saka, or even Gabriel Martinelli. And for me, I really want to see Gabriel Martinelli, but I think Arteta is going to go with Smith Rowe or the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And for me, I'm going to say we're going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, in my opinion. Someone that, for me, isn't as effective on the left-hand side of on the striker role by himself. Someone that needs to cut inside, someone that can utilize his pace, someone that can try and get one past one player, and I think he can play in the left winger role. So then this leaves the conclusion: would Arteta go with Martin Odegaard or Emil Smith Rowe? And for me, I think it's Smith Rowe. When we didn't play Smith Rowe, we lost against Man City. Remember, we had that run where he was 15 games or 16 games when Emil Smith Rowe had started. We have been winning games. So I want to see Smith Rowe back into the lineup. I want to see him playing at the number 10 role. I don't know if you guys disagree. Make sure you guys leave it in the comments. And for me, I have no problems with Emil Smith Rowe, and for me, he deserves his position. Next up is a right winger position, and I don't even need to think twice about this one, and it's Bukayo Saka. I think Saka needs to get rested after this game. I think we should bring the likes of Nicolas Pepe or the likes of Gabriel Martinelli, or I don't want to say his name, Willian, or the likes of other players, maybe Reece Nelson. But I think for me, Bukayo Saka cemented his place as the right winger, someone that I think is a huge prospect for the Gunners, in my opinion. And finally, in the striker role, there's three players we can put in there. We can got the likes of Nketiah, and got the likes of Martinelli, and we got the likes of Alexandre Lacazette, and that's the player I'm going to go with. We see how crucial this guy is to our team. I think Arteta hasn't shown the faith that I would show on Alexandre Lacazette. I think he's a crucial player for the Gunners, and I think if you guys don't agree, make sure you guys leave it in the comments below. But I think he's a crucial player for the Gunners, in my opinion. Even though his contract is running out, we can deal with that situation in the summer. But for me, I think he's a winner, someone that works hard for the team, someone that puts all his effort into the team. Even though Arteta doesn't show his faith on him, I think I want to see Alexandre Lacazette in this team and hopefully get a goal or two to prove to Arteta that he should be a starting player. And this is the lineup that I'm going to go with. I think many people might have many disagreements. Maybe Cedric Soares instead of Hector Bellerin, but hopefully Arteta goes with this lineup. I think this is our strongest lineup, in my opinion. Hopefully Arteta goes with this lineup. But for me, if I was to put players on, I'd rather see Cedric Soares instead of Hector Bellerin. I would rather see Smith Rowe in the middle with the likes of Gabriel Martinelli in the left winger role, or Odegaard and Smith Rowe in the left winger role. We have to see how this one pans out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys put the prayers in the chat so we can get this win, or it's going to be another disaster. I don't want another Olympiacos, and it's stressing me because it's another game in Greece as well. So hopefully we don't mess this all up, guys. Hopefully we can succeed. But other than that, guys, make sure you guys remain blessed. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.